I'm Ryan Koff, president of AnimeCon.org.
I'm Erica Wise, vice president of AnimeCon.org.
And we're in Japan.
Akihabara, all by myself, waiting for my friend Josh, and we're going to one of the maid cafes. I think the original one, Cure Maid Cafe, apparently. And although there's like tons of them around here, the trouble is some of the signs aren't as obvious as they could be. But then again, you can always see maids passing things out. There was one behind me somewhere, over there, and then over there. But I don't know where we're going for certain. There's still, I still want to find the ones that are supposed to be different and unique and have a very special, weird atmosphere, because I think the novelty for us foreigners is just the weirdness and not the girls. So all of them will have cute girls, but I want to see like cool outfits and like the best decorations and maybe the best performances. So yeah, we'll see. We probably can't record in there. Oh, that's a cool bike. All right, back on because I guess there's no reason not to record while I'm here, so you can see things as I pass by them. Other than my poor battery, that'll probably be limiting. Some of the footage here is taken on my phone, and some of it's taken on my really awesome Nikon D5200. It's tricky filming while looking at this because I'm trying to look into the camera while also looking at all the signs. But yeah, it's interesting comparison with Nakano Broadway that some people have made is that Nakano Broadway has more of the figures and anime stuff and less of the technology. And that's true, I didn't really see any technology stuff, any computer stuff at Nakano Broadway. There was some like household stuff, business suits, and some like regular stores. Nothing like a Walmart or a Target, but there was lots of anime shops. But here, there's like technology stores and anime stores kind of all together. And I really probably shouldn't walk too far in this direction because I'm getting to be like 2 or 3 blocks from the station, and that's where they're gonna meet me. But you know, if I get a good distance, then I might actually get a better view of what's going on and or where we could possibly go, reaching an intersection. So I'm going to try not to run into anybody. And there's a red light, so instead of just stopping here, let's see, you can see the behind me, and then there's more anime advertisements there and there. Crossing now. I still haven't seen any maid cafe stuff, so I might turn this off for a bit and see what I can see. Odds are there'll probably be like some small sign off to the corner somewhere that'll be like the cheapest, best maid cafe ever, because odds are the ones on the main street are going to be expensive, and the last one was way too expensive, or at least it could have been, I don't know, my friend's coming, he should know more Japanese than me, he lives here, and yeah, hopefully he'll translate a little better and we'll know how much exactly we need to spend just to be there and kind of steal more of their ideas and weird things. PG-13, so look away, but you know, if only this were a maid cafe. That's not at all the type we're going for. Ours is classy and weird and like Victorian. It's not at all like that, if you can still see it. But there's any place like that in Japan is supposed to be in Kabuki-cho, which is where the robot restaurant was, and that was really weird and definitely less clothed than like anywhere else in Japan. So that's Kabuki-cho if you want anything weird. So here in Akihabara, you won't be seeing really too much that's that strange or unusual. So we wound up going to a place called Queen's Court. The entrance is right there. This is, yes, I'm sure. My friend who has lived in Japan for at least a year now needs my help getting around. No, he knows so much more Japanese than me. I just happen to recognize this place from the sign that happens to be up there, which is where I'm pointing, and they're not even looking.
You're trying to cue me out in the video?
See, the funny thing is, I actually pay attention when I wander myself a couple times.
Let's see, that place was interesting. It was like $20 for an hour. You get unlimited soft drinks, but really they closed the bar like 10 minutes early, so we didn't get that much time with soft drinks. If you wanted like hard drinks, it was $30 an hour, but still unlimited drinks. Alcoholic drinks would have been $30 an hour. And you get like a membership card to the Queen's Court, and you try to get points, and the more and more points you get, the more, I guess, friendly the maids get. They seem pretty friendly, except for the girl wearing the spade on her brooch. I don't know women's clothing. We've been over this. I don't know women clothing. The ascot type thing, or ascot. I don't know anything about clothes. So we went there. It was cool because they at least tried to talk to you, like you sat at the bar and the maids would talk to you. So maybe just any maid cafe that has a bar where you sit at the bar is probably going to be better than, you know, letting them take you to a table where they'll just end up kind of walking past you a lot and not really super interacting with you, because at the bar they can interact with you, take orders, etc. So yeah, that was Maid Cafe 2, Queen's Court, where they were kind of in strange outfits. We were near the pirate place, but we'll go to another one again really soon.
And I have a suggestion. Always try to go to the smaller maid cafe ones, because there you can actually interact with other people as well, not just the maids themselves.
Yeah, well, Josh talked to the people next to us, and they gave us they bought free appetizers for us. That was cool. So you meet people, make friends. All right, my battery's dying. Bye bye. Vending machines that sell ice cream, but we're in kind of a resort hotel, so it's kind of to be expected.
We found a liquor vending machine.
We can get drunk for a very reasonable price.
Yeah, they're actually pretty cheap.
So we found a slightly more fancy ticket machine place. This ticket machine was more of a computer with a touch screen and had lots of different options. And the one thing I saw, some kind of suteki, some kind of higher quality beef, was sold out. So instead I ended up getting something that looked kind of good. As you can tell, it's all gone now. So it was alright. And translating it turns out to be some kind of cooked ginger, I think, beef. And there were sprouts and onions. So, and then I got a miso soup. And instead of, I also got another miso soup from the vending machine, and so I would have had two soups, and the guy came over and tried to explain that to me, and I'm like, I don't understand, anything's so good with me. So I had two miso soups instead of the one that came with the set. Doesn't bother me much, I love miso soup, and there was rice and like a cabbagey salad that, they seem to be big on cabbage here. Erica said that a moment ago.
Pretty much all of their stuff. Pretty much all of their salads have been 90% cabbage. I like it's healthier.
Apparently lettuce is better, tastes better than cabbage. I don't know. I'm not a salad connoisseur. But yeah, we found this place. It was all right. I don't know what Zio got or what Erica
I
got.
got the same thing as Eric, coincidentally.
We got coat tots.
Chicken katsu, I think.
You sure it's chicken? The case is on pork.
Could have been pork.
Some kind of katsu.
So I'm pretty sure they got pork katsu with rice and miso soup and some kind of sauce and some tofu, like a block of tofu. Oh, I think I have a block of tofu too.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
There, you can barely see it. It looks like butter, and I don't want to eat it because it makes me think I'd be eating just butter, and tofu by itself is pretty bland. So, yeah, more adventures in Japan. We're slowly getting better at reading signs and not starving. Okay,
Looks like you didn't get that.
Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, able to see the skyline of Tokyo behind us.
It costs $1 billion to eat at the bar that they have right over there.
Well, there's a happy hour where every drink's $5, but after 5:30 they add a $5 per person cover charge to your tab, so we can't really stay up here too long. I mean, we could, but it'd be boring. There's the toy store, like over that way, but right now we're in line towards the exit, and going down, Erica and Zio saw Denny's, so we're gonna walk past, but thank God not eat there. And then I think we'll probably maybe go try to find a different / better made cafe and bring you some results. See you. Some of these tall buildings are kind of awesome. I want to own one, but there's like 1 helipad, 2 helipads, 3 helipads, 1 tennis court, 2 tennis courts, 3 tennis courts. It looks like that building was even made even taller just to add the tennis court even higher up. Do I see any other tennis courts, helipads? That roof's painted green, and it could fit a tennis court, but they don't have one on there yet. Yeah, so 3 helipads and 2 or 3 tennis courts. I'm just kind of sad that there are no helicopters on. What's the point of a helipad without a helicopter on it? But maybe the helicopter's underneath? I don't know how these
Might
work.
just be out for lunch.
Helicopter's out for lunch. What time is it? Is it lunchtime? I can't even tell. We're at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, and behind us you can see some of Tokyo skyline. I have no idea where we are. Do you recognize anything from up here? I see a hotel, a pink hotel, a big building, another big building with glass on top. And apparently we're really high up. I think they're cheating us by saying this is the top floor though, because I see like
It's the top floor as far as tourists can go. I'm sure everything up from there is businesses.
Yeah, it's probably, well, considering most of the tall buildings in Tokyo are also giant antennas for the TV stations, NHK, etc. And every time that they build another high-rise in the way, they have to build a new, taller building. You can see some of the antennas there. Step over. You can see some of the antennas on top of that building.
Like mushrooms growing out of the side.
Can't really see it from here where I'm standing.
Come on closer.
They look more like mushrooms growing out of the side of the building.
Really, it's where they hide their, those are Gundam launch pods. It's true. Everything in Tokyo is just secretly their giant military operation because they can't have a military.
And everyone's secretly a thief.
Yep, if you went to Kabuki, everyone's a thief. Did we talk about Kabuki yet?
We did not.
It was cool.
We went to a Kabuki theater, and it was really interesting. We kind of had crappy seats. But one of the cool things about it, you got to look at like what their stories used to be. Though if the stories taught me anything, it's everything in ancient Japan
You were either a
resorts to
thief
suicide,
Yeah. Oh.
and everyone was secretly a thief. Everyone was suicidal and everyone was a thief. No
Like-
exceptions, unless you were a princess.
Well, no,
But sometimes ladies of high ability were also thieves.
but they were suicidal.
Yeah.
Like the princess was like, you won't marry me right now because you have to avenge your clan, so I'm just gonna kill myself right now. And they'd be like, stop, no, don't. Yeah, so you're either suicidal or a thief. But I thought it was very cool. It's my second time seeing Kabuki, and they were all like, whoa!
Very dramatic.
I actually could understand some of the words. Like, one of the jokes was like, someone offended someone else, and he says, oh, something, like really drawn out like it is in Kabuki, and then, gomenasai. Like, and everyone in the audience laughed, and I got that it was because they said it. It's like, oh, I'm so very sorry. Like, he wasn't really sorry.
He was
But some of Tokyo skyline, it's cool just seeing how big all the buildings are.
Like it
all
looks
the
like
way
it goes
across the
on
land.
forever.
Yeah, because there's a bit of fog, it just looks like it goes on forever. I think.
Oh, there's a baseball field.
Yeah, there's a baseball field, just random plots of.
Or maybe it's the dog
space.
park.
The dog park.
We don't talk about the dog park.
We don't talk about the dog park.
No
People
dogs are allowed in the dog park.
No people are allowed in the dog park.
I don't see any hooded figures, so I don't think it's a dog park.
You can't see the hooded figures. Then you'd have re-education.
There are no hooded figures in the dog park.
And please do not look directly at them.
Please don't look directly at the hooded figures that don't exist in the
But
dog
we should
park.
probably wrap it up.
All right, so we'll talk more about some of the other things we've seen, and
So, I'm not for sure being this far up, but it really looks like we might have found a Denny's. Which is amusing because my staff group really enjoys Denny's.
I hate you all.
We go every Sunday after cons. It's kind of a tradition. And if we were going to have a staff name, we'd be the Denny's Dancers. The reason that, though, this is extra funny is because Ryan really hates Denny's.
They keep trying to take the guests to Denny's. Denny's is not a classy place. So Erica gives me a Denny's gift card for my birthday. Thanks, Erica.
You're welcome. And some of our guests like Denny's, like Greg. I know Greg likes Denny's. And
I don't like Denny's.
And Martin, better known as Little Karibo, just likes when you feed him. So,
I like when you feed me too.
no, because you don't want to go to Denny's.
To a bus. We went to the Tokyo Metropolitan Center. It was like a 5-block walk to get to the building from the station, and several of those blocks had those long escalator conveyor belts. So we took a bus instead to get to Shibuya, where we're going to look for new luggage and see the Hachiko statue.
Could not fix my wheels.
They don't really roll,
No, they more just.
kind of.
There's
Hop,
no words.
maybe?
It's a hand motion.
Yeah, so
Stutter.
hopefully we can find a luggage that will work. Like, I don't know why all of Walmart's luggage, or the Seiyu, which is owned by Walmart, has like a zipper. It's like, that's not a good weight-bearing mechanism, and then the wheels are all rubber, so that, and it's a bad kind of rubber.
They're like cheap plastic.
Actually, the bus stop was about a block away from the Denny's, because Erica and Zio wanted to see the Denny's and confirm that it was a Denny's. It was a Denny's, but we didn't go there. I would have probably maybe been okay with Denny's because some chicken strips sound pretty good right now,
I'm
but
just curious if it's like American or if
Japanese
it's like
Denny's or something?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
like I'm wondering if the menu has changed.
yeah,
That's why I'm really curious to go there myself.
I think from the window I saw like an udon bowl, like a poster of an udon bowl in there, but it's probably like 50-50. But yeah, we're headed towards Shibuya Station where we'll see the Hachiko statue and show you how small that really is, and hopefully find some shopping buildings where Erica might be able to find some new luggage.
I'm so depressed. I'm so depressed about my luggage. You guys have no idea.
Hopefully you guys can hear us because buses are loud, but we made.
You're currently the loudest person on the bus.
I'm trying to speak over the engine, but when so here's how buses work. We got on at the front, we put in coins, and then we got to sit down, and then I think we can get off wherever. I think I was on one in Hiroshima, where you got on the bus and then you paid afterwards. But so far here, based on our one bus experience,
It's been like American buses.
yeah, so based on our one experience, yeah, you pay when you get on and then you get off later. So, yeah, Shibuya, we'll see you there. Ate at the KFC, and Zio and I figured out how to say full piece crispy seto, and then she asked if I wanted the menu thing with the sides, and I was able to say kekko desu, no, I'm good. So we figured out how to get original crispy strips from KFC, so we're not going to starve, and it's going to be great. I think we need to move out of the way somewhere. Probably to the end of the thing, so we'll wait here. Or over there. Well, you have to... I didn't record me saying that.
Oh, yeah, the train right now. It's very crowded.
This is as far from America as I can get.
Without pushing the camera up your nose.
There's Zio.
Hi.
Up his nose.
And there's everyone else.
It's very crowded.
Me and Hassan.
So, yeah. To Hachiko, if you can look on the internet for the story about the dog who waited for his master at the train station every day. Smaller than you might think, but on a pedal stool, so still taller than me. So yeah, it's kind of cool to be. I'm wearing Erica's Naruto Pikachu, and Erica and Zio are over here. And Zio had Starbucks.
I do have Starbucks. It's better than our coffee, actually.
How much better?
Quite a bit better.
See, that's...
I don't like bitter coffee, so...
Is it bitter?
No.
What's it taste like?
Caramel.
Zio got some caramel coffee from Starbucks. We're next to Hachiko. And yeah, Shibuya Station, if you just look behind me, this is like the biggest station, the biggest, most metro part of the city. So there's tons of huge buildings, and just really, this is kind of a shopping, young people center, mostly shopping center.
luggage.
But not if you're trying to find luggage. We had to walk like 3 blocks to this luggage store from this other store that had a map to the luggage store. Because for some reason, this one company owns like 4 buildings. Yeah, so we will either buy Walmart luggage or find luggage somewhere else. We might wander around here. We might go to Akihabara. For the miracle of awesome technology that'll tell you where in the world, anywhere in the world you are at the time, we'd probably be lost and dead in Shinjuku.
We actually wouldn't even know this place existed.
Yeah, we wouldn't have any idea where we're going that exists at all. And the only closet child we need to go to is in Harajuku. But apparently there's a closet child in Shinjuku, and we're walking towards it, which I'm quite certain Zio is going to navigate us into like a shark pit. But
You know, just kept around.
every
With
time,
laser beams attached to their head.
every time he takes a wrong turn, I'm just going to secretly be laughing to myself.
You would do it secretly.
Well, and then I might like dart off in the right direction and meet them there. But then again, once I get there,
Yeah.
I'll never see them again. So I should probably keep with them and make sure we get to the right place. But yeah, Shinjuku, it's big and there's big buildings everywhere, and food.
Okay, so we're at the sushi go round conveyor belt sushi place again with Erica, and we're trying to convince her to try things, but she's already knows what she's willing to try. Tuna and shrimp. I know what they are. I'm just a little slow today.
We did a lot of walking.
How was the tuna?
Frankly, it just tasted like cold, mushy stuff. Like, I really couldn't taste much over the soy sauce, and then even after I had removed all the soy sauce from it, it just tasted like cold mush.
Jello.
Like, it wasn't bad. And I don't like fish, but it's not. I didn't find it something I would enjoy tasting.
I think it's better with wasabi. Wasabi really makes it if you like kind of spice, because then the spice.
I think that's more just you like wasabi then.
No, I think it's like radishes. Like radishes by themselves are awful, but radishes with salt are great. And potatoes by themselves taste like dirt. Potatoes with salt are great.
I put salt on both of those things, but I also like them without salt. Oh, the only thing is I found I really like Japanese apple juice over American apple juice. This is the second time I've had it, and both times it's been significantly better. It tastes more like apples and less like apple-flavored water. But I hate this little juice box.
Doesn't have much to it.
No, it's just like not. It's like working against itself.
Oh.
Like even when it was full, I had to like struggle to get anything out of it.
Wow.
I tried that. I know how a straw works. But yeah, so that was me and my sushi. The shrimp was alright, but the tuna I could take or leave.
The apple juice is delicious, though. It tastes more like apples, less watered down.
It just said that.
Yeah, she did.
That whole thing just said that.
She said it was an apple water.
I'm just saying I agree. Can't I have the same opinion?
No.
Never.
Hi, little one. You see my charm? We are at a cat cafe in Takodana Baba. And why aren't these a thing in America?
They're gonna start one in L. I think there's a Kickstarter or something for one in LA.
Essentially, you pay to be here, and then drinks and Wi-Fi are free. It's $8 or 800 yen an hour, and then additional money for like every 15 minutes after. But it's pretty easy considering they have free Wi-Fi and drinks, where someone could spend their whole day off here. Like, I know I could. The cats have been really sweet.
There's free Pepsi, Erica.
There is free Pepsi. There was no Pepsi in Hakone. But yes, there's Theo.
Hey, there's free tea.
And there's Ryan.
It's free
And there's me.
Free me.
But the cats are cuter.
It got the cord. Aw.
Look how cute he is. Aww. Big little cotton ball.
He is, too.
They really like zippers. That one's a brat. The dark colored one.
It just wants all the food.
He doesn't know which one to focus on. That'll learn me.
He's got you.
Yeah, I get scratched and bit all the time. It don't even bother me.
You'll never get away. Stop preventing me. I'm so hungry.
No, he's just gonna bully the girls. Okay, hold on. You two take that. You take that. You're on your own now. Now you're gonna hide from me?
So we're at the Park Hyatt in Shinjuku, Tokyo, and the view is
awesome. We're on like the 47th floor. You can see all of Tokyo. It's nighttime because during the day it was nothing but fog. I think over there might be Tokyo Tower, that red blinky thing. Some kind of sports stadium. And it's lit up, so apparently there's some kind of sport going on. I wonder if I got Zoom, I could see a baseball game. There's a lot of cameras flashing over there, so clearly it's something cool. Another big building down on the streets. Mount Fuji's somewhere way over there in the darkness, probably behind that building, which was probably conveniently constructed so that you can't see it. But yeah, so we're in Shinjuku, and Erica just looked up the Denny's menu, and she did not like it.
No, I did not.
It was not anything like American Denny's.
No, it's not. Not even close. It's like super Asian. Like, it's not even like Japanese. It was just like if you took all of the cliches that Americans have about Asian food and just shoved them into one restaurant. It's terrible.
The bacon looked like
Ham.
just undercooked ham and...
Salmonella is what it looked like.
So, we might not go to Denny's. Yes. Except...
Not Denny's.
Except, there were a couple things on there that looked good. The pasta was like $13 and looked reasonably okay. Margarita pasta, so it was there'd been tomatoes, some kind of green thing, and then pasta. Like, how can you mess that up? So I might try it and might convince them to come, or they might stop somewhere else, or we might find real American food. I ate last time at Hard Rock Cafe, and they had hamburgers and French fries, and it was very normal.
Me and Zia went to Subway. We went to Subway, and the music choices was probably the weirdest thing because we listened to a dubstep remix of the song Shots, and then
Shot,
yeah, that
shot,
song,
shots.
but dubstep, and then 80s, all in English. But the food was pretty different, like the sandwiches, but it was actually a lot better. The bread was sweeter and fresher, and they put some kind of sauce on my chicken teriyaki that was really good, but the chicken teriyaki itself, the chicken was all fat. Like, it was not good chicken. So I picked the chicken off and just ate the lettuce, tomato, and bread.
They do seem to have trouble understanding what good chicken is here.
Good
Like,
meat across the board.
good.
Like, in America, our standard of meat seems to be a lot higher because...
Slightly more cooked.
Yeah, they do eat their meat rare, but mostly a lot of the meat here is super fatty. Like, it's not lean meat.
Ew. So, Shinjuku Park Hyatt, top of the world. Hopefully we can go to the hotel, which is supposedly on the 45th floor. We got accosted by spa workers last time, so I'm not sure if we took the right elevator or if there's like a secret way to go there.
You mean
But
go to the pool on the 45th floor?
Yeah.
You said go to the hotel.
yeah, pool on the 45th floor.
We're
We're
at
at the hotel. And hotels on the 45th floor too. But yeah, this hotel was crazy to find too. We had to like go up and around and take one elevator to get to more elevators. It was cool because it's only like the top half of this building. So yes, awesome Hyatt. This room is huge again, and it's fun. We will be having lots of fun. I just answered like 20 emails though, so I've kind of wasted a lot of good Hyatt enjoying time, so I should probably go do something fun, which means I need to find swim trunks and find the pool. Outside is our fantastic view from the Park Hyatt Tokyo, which we managed to get with Gold Hyatt points rather than the $600 a night rate. That would be ridiculous. I guess lawyers and doctors and other rich people stay here, but it's got an awesome view, so... I think over there in that giant grassy area is where the Meiji Shrine probably is, because I can't imagine there being a forest that big in this city anywhere else. Some kind of other tall buildings, baseball stadium over there, and lots of other things. I'm Ryan Koff, president. My curtain fell off.
Oh. I have to put that at the end now. It's a blooper. My curtain fell off. You're still recording, right?
Still recording,
Okay,
yes.
I'm